What's going on, everybody? So got a little bit of a hardware video for you here today. So recently I've been doing a little plumbing on our Techni because several of the water lines decided to start failing and leaking. It was actually pretty humorous when this happened. So if you've ever watched some of those like old cartoons where you see like pipes, they spring leaks, and all of a sudden you see just water like shooting out, from holes in the pipes, like pew pew pew. Like it looked exactly like that, which was, in hindsight, pretty humorous, but at the time it was absolutely infuriating. So, anyways, I had to replace some of the tubing as well as some of the fittings for the tubing. So I'm going to go over very quickly with you how to do this as far as installing the tubing into the fittings, because there's some nuances with this, and this will ensure that you get proper sealing and your leaks go away. So anyways, these are the fittings that we use. These are very common. These are called push to connect fittings. So the way these basically work is you insert the tubing into this end. This one has a swivel on it here, so this can actually freely rotate. Some of them may not have a swivel, they may be straight. There's different varieties of these. But anyways, once the tubing is inside, if you push in on this, you can then pull the tubing out, okay? But we're not really talking about that. We're talking about actually inserting the tubing. So there's a couple key points here with this, and these are gonna sound very obvious, but they're important anyways. So the fitting has a specified diameter, okay? This one happens to be 6 millimeters. You need to make sure that your tubing is the exact same diameter. So initially what I tried doing was I tried using 1/4 inch diameter tubing instead of 6 millimeters. So if you do the math, 1/4 inch is close to 6 millimeters. Okay, but it's actually slightly bigger, but that differential was actually too much, okay? And the tubing didn't fit properly inside the fitting. So that's that's very obvious, but use the right size tubing for the fittings, okay? So this is actually 6 millimeter diameter tubing, okay, to go into the 6 millimeter diameter fitting, okay? The second part is when you insert the tubing, you want a nice, straight, flat cut here to the end, okay? So you don't want the end to have any kind of, so actually I'm gonna show you how to do this. Which is why I have this razor blade here. You don't want the end compressed at all, like kind of looking like a football. You want it nice and circular, and you want a nice clean cut. So what I have found here, initially I tried doing these with like diagonal cutters, and those end up leaving a lot of compression to the end of the tubing, which you don't want, okay? So what I found works really well for this is a nice sharp razor blade, okay? Or you could probably use a sharp knife, but this may dull your knife if you do this, and obviously you can just, razor blades are cheap. So anyways, all you have to do here, put your razor blade down nice and, okay, and then just push down, okay, just like that. And you can see that's a nice straight cut, and the end looks nice and circular, okay? So now, let me get this out of the way. We're ready to do the installation. So now, you want to jam the tubing in to the fitting as far as it'll go, okay? So push that in. Now, I don't know if you could hear that. There actually was like a click, and I could feel it obviously with my hands when it went in all the way, okay? So you want this in as far as it'll go, and now you're not done, okay? So now, ordinarily, this fitting would be screwed into, in this case, it would go into a manifold. I obviously don't have it in there right now, but it would be, okay? So we'll just have to kind of simulate this with my hand as if it was screwed into, a manifold or whatever. You want to then pull back firmly on the other end on the free end of the tubing, okay? So then pull back like that, okay? And now that gets you a nice tight seal for the tubing inside of the fitting. Okay? So that was what I wanted to share with you. Now, of course, if for some reason you need to remove the tubing, it's very easy to do. Obviously, the main thing I wanted to show you is actually how to install the tubing, because, you know, hopefully we won't have to do this again anytime soon. But if for some reason you need to take the tubing out, so you want to push, and again, this would be already screwed into something, but you're going to push inward on the end cap here, and then it pulls out, and you can see how well that's in there. The fact that this is not coming out very easily, but just like that, okay? So once you do that, when you go to reinstall it, if you're gonna use the same tubing, I would cut the end back again with the razor blade. Start with a nice, clean end of the tubing, okay? If you're going to do that, or obviously if you're going to replace the tubing, then you won't have that problem. But I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't recommend just sticking the end that you pulled out back in, because it's got a little damage there that may affect the seal. So anyways, quick hitter video here. Obviously maybe not the the most interesting thing, but something I had to do recently, and I thought I would share this with all of you because this is a educational thing for me to deal with. So hope you found that useful. If you've ever experienced having to do this, at some point when you work with electron microscopes, they all have water chillers. At some point you're going to do some plumbing. So hopefully this is something you can use at some point. So hope you're having an awesome Thursday. Take care, everyone.